And welcome to episode 6 of Cheers to the Week with Jem and Elle. This week we talk about our week in general, have a bit of an A up and a catch up. We talk about first gigs and want to know all about what yours was. We talk about PIP and Jem's got big news.
Ooh, what's it gonna be? Yes, there may be swearing, and it may be me this week, actually. Sorry, everyone. You can watch on YouTube, or we are also on other podcast platforms as well. So sit back, relax, listen, and watch, and enjoy the app.
Hey!
Hey, here we go.
I turned my camera off while I was waiting for it just in case.
Well, I've just been sat here thinking, well, here we go again. I'm probably gonna be sat here going, I feel like an excited, shall we say, little puppy today.
Ah!
Look, I've decided I am that person that if it doesn't go right, I can tell everyone it doesn't go right. But
Yeah,
I can't sit here and not mention it because
yeah,
I am giddy about it.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna
All for
say
that.
it. Let's do it. I've seen, I've been thinking about this for so many months. And I've finally seen a puppy that I think I want to bring into the home, and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I mean, I am such a dog person that, like, I've been like, oh, I don't know if I'm in the right place. Like, it's a lot of commitment. I've grown up with dogs, and it's everything, like, if I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But just last night, I'm just scrolling, and I just see this one litter of puppies, and I'm just like, this is it. I mean, it might not be, so I don't want to you know.
However, you've already picked out things for it and we're already there.
I mean, I've picked a name. I've thought about, a long-handled pooper scoop so I can pick up the poo. I've thought about a crate where it's gonna go.
We're
Oh
already checked in.
yeah. So sorry, I just needed to let that out because
We're so excited.
very happy about this. I mean, we'll see what the visit's like this weekend, but you
Yeah,
know, this is
realistically, you
yeah,
cannot visit a puppy and say no.
no.
You-
Yeah.
Like, when is that ever going to happen? Puppies are cute.
I mean, the only thing that's gonna sway me is if the owners are
Yeah.
in some way, or it's not the dog that they've promoted online, but oh, they're just so cute.
It's so cute.
It's so cute, and I was a bit like, sorry, we've not even done the A up. This is my A up catch up.
They get.
Um. Oh yeah, I've been like, because usually we rehome like as a family, but I also want the dog to know me from a really, really young age because of my chair, and I want it to really get to know me so that it doesn't think twice about my wheels or,
Yeah.
don't know why I'm saying all this. Anyway, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, you've been demoted to second most favourite in Ponty in our house now, I'm afraid,
That
because I'll just share the reaction T gave, which was we need to go and see it ASAP. And then a
yeah,
bit later there was like time elapsed, and then he put brackets and Gem.
of course. I mean, I totally get it. Like when someone gets a new dog, that's it. You're there.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. Hey up, how are you? How's you? You look really good, by the way.
Do I? I don't.
Do you know? I mean, you look better than last week. Not that you looked shit last week, but you're poorly.
You know what? I'm hot. The you know how our hot water's been broken? The guy came to fix it today.
I didn't know it was broke now.
Yeah, we've had no hot water. Well, we had no hot water for like a week, and
Oh,
and I'm in rented at the minute, so it was completely out of my hands. And we had no hot water for a week,
yeah.
and then put the immersion on so that we would have some hot water because that's in the loft and I can't access that. So they turned that on. So that's been on for a week. And then the guy came today, and as part of fixing it, he had to turn the heating up to full blast.
No.
Yeah. And still, the bungalow is so hot. It's like, and obviously, when you've got workmen around, you can't just be stripping off. And I was like, I need to be naked.
Yeah. I
Too
mean,
hot.
you're already a warm person.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been interesting.
I bet. Like, you could just sit in garden and
Yeah, it's hot out there as well, though.
oh yeah, that's true. It is actually really warm today.
Yeah, it's muggy.
It's muggy.
It's
Or
muggy.
as Peter Kay would say, it's close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's close.
I'm good. We've had T's been on residential.
Yes.
He's returned, and I did get to pick him up. So that was interesting. I've never heard a massive group of year sixers so quiet as the kids that got off that bus. They
I,
were in silence. There was just nothing left in them.
I
Uh,
mean, do we sleep at all, do we now?
well, apparently there was a range of between 2 and 9 hours. So some kids got 2 hours a night, and you could tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were uh, smiling faces, but nothing left in
yeah.
them.
Nothing to give.
No, and he had a great time, did all the activities. He's had his SATs results today. They were incredible. We
Yay.
went to the gig last week. We went to see
Yes.
the script and Tom Walker, and it absolutely hammered it down. We were wet through, even with waterproofs on, but best night.
Oh.
Really, really good.
And what did T think to his first gig?
Oh, he was a bit concerned when because there was quite a lot of people and he doesn't enjoy a crowd. So he was a bit concerned, but then lit up at the sight of the wheelchair platform because
Oh,
it was like safety for him.
yeah.
Um, and he was singing, he was dancing, he was well in. When I say that, he goes, "No, it wasn't, no, it wasn't," but he absolutely was, and I loved it.
Yeah, you're gonna be cool when you're a boy, aren't you? Like, oh no,
Yeah.
I was just there. Like, I just
I was
went with
just
my mum. It's
I
fine.
existed.
Oh,
And the script to my favourite band ever. And he was like, Mom, can we get merch? And I was like, yeah, we can. So the
yes.
credit card came out and I was like, justified.
What did you get?
We got a t-shirt each.
Cute.
His t-shirt has got the actual venue and date of his first gig on it. So I thought that's quite cute.
You. Oh, that's such nice memories as well.
Yeah. And
Mm,
he is a good kid, so it was nice and we had a good time. But he
yeah.
did get a message or I got a message on the school communication app on the way up there going, please make sure all children have an early night tonight with the residential tomorrow. And we were on our way there, never mind on our way back. So I was like, oops,
You're
maybe take
like,
your
oh,
wristband off tomorrow.
no worries. Yep, it's
Yeah.
already tucked up.
Parent of the year over here. So it was 1 o'clock before he got in bed.
To be fair, he might not have slept with excitement anyway.
Mm,
So, what's point in looking at the ceiling? You might as well go to a gig.
yeah. And it was like a 3.5, 4 hour drive down to the residential. So I was like, just if you're that tired, sleep on the bus. Like,
Yeah,
be fine. Doing it for the mems.
exactly. God, you'd much rather have memories than, being sensible. That's boring.
And that's very, very much my parenting, isn't it? So it's just like, look, mate, such is life. You have to make these decisions. I gave him the choice, was like, do you still want to go now that your residential's on that morning? He was like, yeah, I do. I was like, there you go
Yeah, well,
then. You make that bed, you have to lie in it and
and I bet it's fine now. I bet he's not feeling the effect. Mind you, it might be a bit tired from the residential, but
yeah. I think he's a bit tired, but he's been fine.
mm.
Full of the joys. So
Maybe we could ask people listening what their first gig was.
yeah, I'd love to know. Do you know
Please
what
do.
I can't remember what mine was.
I think mine might have been Steps.
Nice.
I was a massive Steps fan.
Oh,
Yeah. Tragedy. Oh, loved it. But I
Good.
remember being like thinking a gig is overwhelming. Like it's a lot of
Yeah.
people in it.
Yeah. It's a lot of people. It's very loud.
I do remember seeing, which is totally goes against everything that I advocate for. But I remember that was like the first time that I'd been in a place where disabled people were all in one space. And I found that over. I cried because
I
I was only little. I think I was like 5 or 6 or whatever. And it felt really overwhelming to have disabled people around me. Like, I think because I didn't understand people around me and I was empathetic towards who was around me. I was like looking at everyone and thinking, why is everyone sat here? What's going on? Like, oh God, it just shows you my brain. It were always going,
well, I did that at my first ever Nadex. Cried.
yeah,
Got there, had to go into the toilet and cry because I'd never seen so many people like me in one room.
yeah,
And it
it,
was nice to look at people at eye level.
yeah. And maybe that's what I was feeling even at a young age. Like, wow, was people like in chairs and it's normal and it feels really weird. So
Yeah,
it's funny, isn't it?
yeah. He did get, I think he liked he's sort of seen the perks of going with me and being on the disabled platform because it's like, it is quite when it's done well.
Yeah,
And I know there's times where it's not, but when it's done well, and this was a raised metal platform with barriers around it, like it was almost like, you can't sit with us sort of thing.
yeah.
It was protective. There was staff manning it, coming and making sure you were okay. Do you need anything? They were coming to ask if you want drinks, and you could order your drinks from there.
Oh my God, that's good.
So good.
The only thing when I noticed when I go on like an outside one, did you have like people behind you and there were like rows?
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like you're kind of cooped in.
There was rows, but there
Ow.
was big spaces in between. Yeah, you could get
Ah,
out.
okay. Yeah.
And we were quite lucky because we were on the front row, so our
Right.
view wasn't obstructed at all. We got
That's
a really good view.
yeah.
I don't know what it would have been like if we were further back, but
Yeah.
it was a really good setup. I've got to write a review actually for Ali and Damien's AAA 101, but it was really we were well looked after and the venue's beautiful. Peace Hall at Halifax.
I've never been.
It's like a marketplace apparently, and it's got like little quirky shops around the outside, but it's just quite an old building. And they put up a stage and stuff in the summer apparently, but it was sort of eerie, but in a really added to the atmosphere kind of way. It was nice.
Oh, maybe I had a bit of character about it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
Well, look at you. Now T's done his first gig. He's gonna be like here, there, and everywhere now.
There's going to be no stopping us. We've booked five. We've
Oh
booked Scouting for Girls. Oh, I tried to book Lewis Capaldi today and I didn't get tickets.
no.
I know, and that's a really personal, like pertinent one, and we didn't get it. So, and I tried again when they released more dates, and I didn't get those either. I didn't even get to speak to anyone.
No, is it not coming out? Usually it's a Friday, isn't it, that the release?
Well, this was pre-sale on Tuesday and tickets on Thursday. So
Um,
today, but no, didn't
oh,
even get to speak to anyone, and it was sold out. So,
that is rubbish.
but we've got others to look forward to.
Yeah,
So,
and you might do the odd, random one
yeah,
that you get to,
yeah,
because he's back now.
it's back for good.
Back. I love that he's done like a little reset, and he's back on it now.
Did you cry when you saw the Glastonbury?
No, but I don't cry at stuff like that.
God, cow.
I don't know what it is, Kat.
No,
No.
I do it for both of us. Don't worry, love.
Yeah, I appreciate what he's gone through.
Yeah.
and like how big a deal. Like I'm not dismissive of it. It's just
Yeah.
I'm more like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But it
It was
was very like
like,
overwhelmed, wasn't it?
yeah, and I think it was so the fact that he had that one song that he really struggled with, and
Mm,
then the crowd carried it because he couldn't complete it, and then came back and did that song.
yeah,
It was like that must have been the aim the whole time.
yeah.
That must have been what he was sort of keeping in his mind through the whole thing. And when you think of all the tiny moments that led up to that, and the risk, gosh, like
Because he could have done it again.
he could have done it again. Like, how ballsy is that? Like, you don't know, do you? And, there's no way to know with Tourette's. It's somewhat out of your control.
Yeah,
And for him to come back and smash it, I was just so chuffed for him because I thought that must have been such a relief.
yeah,
Like, sometimes I think we put pop stars on this kind of pedestal of like not experiencing stuff like that. And it must be quite difficult for him to kind of try and get back to something he loves and then risk it.
yeah.
So it paid off, and yeah. Oh, I was, yeah, balling, mate.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see why. I'm a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, you're actually really not though.
No, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I think I said to my friend, because I don't say to a lot of people like "love you," because when I say it, I mean it.
Yeah,
Like everything I say, I feel.
yeah,
So if I give an emotion, it's my all. So I
yeah,
can't just like cry a little bit. I'll absolutely bawl my eyes out. So it's got to take some.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Whereas I very easily tip over the edge and
Yeah. And I'm here. It's very healthy. I wish I could.
I don't know. I mean, some of the things are just absolutely pathetic. I mean, it's not even like Teal look at me and go, "Really?" I'm like, I know. And I'm laughing and crying at the same time because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Do you think it's when you're a mum? Because a lot of my friends who are mums now are a lot more emotional.
I don't know. I've noticed it a lot. I do it a lot more since I've stopped working the job I used to work and we've moved here. So I feel like I had a lot of front that it doesn't bother me. Nothing bothers me. I'm quite hard. Like I would cry, but not like for other people. I would cry more out of frustration.
Yeah,
I've noticed it a lot more since like this has happened
yeah.
and I'm not working there anymore. So maybe I've just got more time on my hands.
Maybe,
That's
maybe
the way
God
it's
is
coming out.
like, oh my God, I'm feeling it all now.
Yeah, it's more to maybe there's less distractions and less, don't know. There must be some psychology in it, but I'm definitely worse in the last few years and certainly since we moved here.
Interesting.
Mm.
If anyone's a psychologist and knows the reason why, please.
Oh God. I don't know if I'd want to be psychoanalyzed. People might,
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right, actually.
There's quite a lot to unpack.
Yeah, and I'd also be really defensive, like, no, I'm not. So for the people listening, this is Elle drinking from a cup that's got strawberries on it. Is that why I got you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
I thought I
okay?
recognised it. I was like, sure I got that. I want to find a burgundy one, but they don't do burgundy ones anywhere.
Well, weirdly, um, I found a doormat that I absolutely love for the new house, and it's covered in strawberries. And I
No.
found a dog bed that I absolutely love for Ted, and it's covered in strawberries. So yeah, I think you've started something.
Yes, I'm happy about this.
Mm.
Love it.
You
Now I know what to get you all the time now. You can get like strawberry mugs and everything.
can get the whole range, can't I?
Yeah. You won't believe the range. What?
I wondered where that was going then. I was like, eh?
What?
But she do it. So what else have you got to tell me this week? Apart from you're gonna be a mum.
What have I got to tell you this week? My therapist has been on holiday for 2 weeks and she's finally back. And I had my session and I was just like, I have missed you so much.
How
Here's
dare
the
you?
bitch. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's been a long time. So that was nice. I had a little update with her. But I feel like I didn't have as good a session because I just wanted to update her.
Yeah,
Whereas I think next week then we can get back into like the usual. But
love
she
you.
loves the gossip.
Really?
Oh yeah, I tell her all the gossip. Like, I guess she's got to be quite neutral, but she'll be like, no way, oh my God. And then she'll go back to like neutral again and be like, how did you feel about that? And I'm like, I was fuming. So it's quite nice to be able to have a nice chat with her as well.
Oh, I love that. It sounds like you've got a really good relationship with her.
I have, and like I'll keep her anonymous, obviously, but she's got chronic illnesses as well. So
Mm.
it's nice to chat to someone that completely gets it. And like she has flare-ups, so she can kind of relate to that as well. And it's just nice to talk to someone who doesn't say, "Oh, bless you," or
Yeah, yeah. There's. I had a practice coaching yesterday as part of a huge thing.
mm,
Just didn't vibe with the guy I got.
no.
He didn't, and it was like walking through treacle, and I can't walk.
Mm,
Like it was honestly. So I think that relationship is more important than anything.
yeah. She said if you don't have a good relationship with your therapist, which is very common, like you don't click with everybody, you're just kind of wasting your money. Bless you. Oh, we can't hear it, but
No, it's gone. I
it,
thought there was going to be another one.
I was like, that's magic. Um, yeah, anyway, I'm a bit boring, isn't it, talking about therapy? It's because I had it yesterday, so it's on my mind.
No, and it's been really good for you as well, hasn't it? You've seen some
Yeah.
progress and
Oh, I've unpacked it all. But last bit about my week is that I went for brekkie for my birthday little.
yeah. How was that?
It was lovely. It was really, really nice. I had my hash brown, which I was very happy about. And yeah, it was just nice to see the fam. Saw my brother, which after the Mario, yeah,
Oh, how was things?
success. He was a little bit triggered. We couldn't talk about it for too long, but we're gonna still hype that win because it doesn't last for long. So,
Yeah. Keep it going for as long as possible.
oh yeah, I'm gonna like completely milk it for all I can.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, apart from that, work's been good. I've had a few more inquiries since last week, so maybe the little thing saying I'm a bit quiet helped.
Yeah.
Maybe someone was listening and they were like, oh, I'll get in touch then.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Maybe a couple of ads coming up.
Oh.
Possibly
Oh.
watch the space is all I'll say.
The breaking news.
Go on.
We don't have a single can in this house at the moment.
How are you going to cope?
I know. It's going to have to be rectified, but not one can.
You need
Not
to
one.
deliver that ASAP.
I know. And going from like 3 trays, I mean, we have hammered them. They've gone quite quickly, but yeah, not one.
Bloody hell. Well, get that sorted.
I feel like I've let myself down.
Anyway, how was the rest of your week?
Yeah, all right. To be honest, I've not done a lot this week because I've been recovering from. I did crash. We knew I was going to crash.
When
I
you were quiet, I thought I'm just going to leave you be and let you crash.
I have slept like loads. So yeah, that was uh that was good. And I needed it. I just needed a bit of a it felt quite well with T going to the residential because I had a bit of a and it was my body knew that he went to school and my body knew gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've basically survived this week, had lots of sleep. I've done some coaching each night that's like the learning side of things. And I do find that quite hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot to kind of handle. Um,
What, like
but
mentally or like time-wise?
yeah, I mean it's this one's 2 hours a time, which is not bad compared to like the all day Saturday one. But it's just the speed at which it goes at. And I think for me, there's a real contrast between Elle before being disabled and how she would have been able to deal with it to me now.
Yeah,
And like, I signed up for this course thinking that'll give me something to do, it'll give me something to work towards. It'll fulfill that little part of me that feels like it's missing from work and it'll be great. And I do think I can be a coach. That's not changed. But and like I feel like when I do sessions with people, they're successful, but just simple things like your sessions to be recorded and assessed have to be half an hour. I can't do it. It's
no,
like my sessions are 45 minutes and they're comfortable and they feel nice and they get the job done. But half an hour when you're somebody who has to think about their words and struggles with like getting them or taking notes or remembering things and like it feels very much like my disability in that sense is quite present.
yeah,
So it's a contrast to overcome, I think. It just reminds me each time that I'm not what I used to be.
yeah.
But I have reached out for help, like for to sort of say, ha, I've got, um, but it's not that kind of. There's certain thing accommodations they've made like, oh, we'll send you the recording and you can watch it back and pause it to make notes and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but that's like, then I'm doing a 2 hour session and then I'm doing another 3 hour session just to get out of it what I should have got in the first, like, that feels totally unmanageable. So their answers are not necessarily, so I'm trying to cope with it, but
Yeah,
it does feel like a lot.
yeah. That is a lot, and it's sometimes there isn't a solution, and it's just the acknowledgement that
Yeah.
you probably would have been able to do a lot more before,
Yeah.
and it's a bit shit.
There are just some things, aren't they, that throw up like, you know, I still think I'm that person.
Mm,
It's like I'm late to everything because I still think I can just jump in the car and go.
yeah,
And it genuinely surprises me each time when I've got my chair out the house, I've got into the car, I've put my chair in the car and I'm like ready to go and I'm like, where did that 10-15 minutes go? Like
yeah,
how?
yeah.
And every time it's still like I'm amazed by it and it shouldn't surprise me anymore, but it does.
But it must be weird because you've done a certain time scale for so long, and now your time scale's like times by two or whatever,
Yeah.
and your brain it doesn't switch overnight, does it?
No.
It must be weird.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. Just
Well, and you've just come out of Chuffing Hospital,
I know.
so your energy is lacking at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm running without the normal means. So my heart rate's really high, my blood pressure's really high. All the things that normally measure that like manage that are not really present and correct at the moment either. So
And you're about to move house.
yeah, there's the
So, give yourself a little, which you're giving yourself grace, but I think we all are our own worst critic, aren't we?
yeah. So what was your highlight of the week?
This is going to sound really cheesy, but on Monday, I had a day where, because I've been working for so long to have this life,
Yeah,
like 30 years to have my own home, have my own car, and on Monday, I got up. And I just went to it was that day that we were gonna call, and I
yeah,
was like, oh, I'm just popping out. And I went to Poundland, got my bits that I like to get, and then I got my prescription at the pharmacy, like little jobs that I needed to do. And I saw my old neighbour and like I had a chat with her, And I was just like, came home and I was just like, had all my little treats and my little knickknacks. And I was just like, I've made it.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
that moment of, this is what I wanted and I've got it.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting in it. And I'm just gonna, is it revel? Is that the word? Re- Revel in it? I'm just gonna like appreciate it. And I had this like really warm glow. And I was just like, it's so overwhelming still, like 5 years later.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll ever go.
But that's, when they talk about having gratitude,
Mm,
like I think people try. They try and be like, oh yeah, I'm dead grateful for this. But
mm,
like you're actually taking the time to feel it and
yeah,
you're acknowledging it and you're seeing it as what it is and the work it took to get there and like it is huge.
yeah.
Like little Jem would not have thought that like you'd get there and it feel this good. I'm sure she would have been like really hoping for it, but like if you went back and spoke to her about what things are now, Cara,
Oh my God. Because I just relied on everyone for everything. Like when I was a kid, I thought I would have asked my mum to go to the shop, then go to the chemist, like, and would have never been able to like do those little jobs.
mm,
Now I'm doing it. I'm like, before I would have thought, well, how am I going to get into the chemist? Well, I just barged through. Like, well,
yeah,
just barge my chair through. And once I'm in, I'll say, oh, can you let me out? Like
yeah.
there's so many barriers that when I was little, I thought, well, I'll never be able to do that. And like older me is just like, we just do it.
And you found, again, it's those little things that have led to that, isn't it? You
Mm.
found those ways through. They were a challenge.
Yeah,
Like, they were, each one of those things was a challenge that
yeah,
scared you. And you found a way.
to do it. But
And
it was only a challenge because I was watching people walking, opening doors, and thought, well, I can't do that. So my
yeah,
brain was like, I can't do it. But I never saw someone in a wheelchair just barging through.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It sounds daft, but like, I just realized, like, it doesn't matter if I just scrape the door a bit because
yeah.
I'm sure other people kick the doors and scuff them. Like,
Well, they need to put a bloody button on it if they don't want things getting.
exactly. Yes. Social model. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Not your fault. You've got
Yeah.
to get in the only way you can.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my highlight. It's a bit of a deep one, but I'm feeling very deep this week. So, what's your highlight?
Oh, mine was seeing T's face at the gig.
Yeah.
It was. And it was just like, that moment where everything, like, it was outside, but there was a moment where it sort of went a bit darker, like all the lights kind of turned off and then it like built up.
Mm.
And I was just watching him and like, there's something about watching, having first again through your child
Yeah.
and watching them discover things. And like, he was engrossed and I just loved it. And it
Oh,
was, yeah, it was the best thing.
that's so
So
sweet.
that was my highlight this week.
Oh, look at us.
You know,
Oh.
have you got any cheers tos or recommendations?
Yes, my cheers to, I've forgotten a second name, but Victoria, the founder of Unhidden, the
Yeah,
fashion brand.
yeah,
I wanted to do a shout out to her because if you don't follow her, she is the founder of Unhidden, which is an inclusive, accessible fashion brand, and she's got loads of different lines, but one in particular is in Primark, which I think is a huge win because
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like mainstream high street store. Um, but this month is Disability Pride Month, and I put a post up being like, where is everyone? Like, no one's doing any, like, apart from disabled people who are shouting about each other, we're celebrating each other, brands are just nowhere to be seen.
Mm.
But Victoria released an interview that she did. I'll get the link and I'll put it up. But she always flies the flag, even though she's got disabilities herself, and you can see she's like, I sent her a message and I was like, thank you for pushing, even when you've reached your limit, slash, you've passed it. Like, she's so much chronic pain. She says on stories that she's on codeine and stuff like that, but she's still going out there and,
Mm.
flying the flag for us. So I think she deserves a bit of a shout out this week.
Oh, I love that.
And she's lovely. She's so
Yeah.
nice and like eloquent and, not just talks about disability, but like human rights as a whole, which I think is super important. So yeah,
Mm.
that's my cheers to.
I love that.
Yeah, what's yours?
Mine is mindlessly Megan this
Oh,
week, who has a number of different conditions, documents her life as a parent and general. But she's just a good egg. She supports people. Her messages are always really lovely. Supports small businesses. She shows the good, the bad, and she's very matter of fact, very kind. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. She's not trying to push anything. She's just real, relatable, and lovely.
oh.
So yeah, she is my cheers to this week.
See you on Instagram because I'll put the
Yes, yeah, mindlessly Megan.
and also Megan. I'll put all the links in the description.
So we've got a big theme this week.
Yes,
So this was one of the questions that we got asked, um, and it was around PIP.
yes,
So, I heard you talk about PIP on one of your videos, which I Googled. Just wondering if there was a disability program before this and how well the PIP scheme works for you both. If you're happy to share, if not, that's totally fine too. Um, Thank you for the if you're happy to share, because that's
yeah.
quite a big and pertinent one, isn't it?
It
At
is.
the moment. And I think that's why we postponed it to this week because it felt quite heavy after
Mm.
everything else last week.
Which is still kind of going on as well, so
Yeah.
can carry it on. I mean, I'm not an expert, but shall I give a little overview of the history of it?
Yeah, go for it.
So, from what I know, I am not a politician. I do not know the backstory, but when benefits like first came out in terms of like disabled people, they brought out disability living allowance, which was DLA. DLA anyway was the first
Yeah.
way of getting money. But in order to do this, you have to go through a process of answering questions about your disability. And actually, it wasn't as intrusive as it is now. And that's like the main kind of difference to why there's a whole um, controversy around it. So when I was born, for example, I think my mum just kind of wrote filled in some paperwork, said I've got a genetic condition that impacts my bones. It's a rare condition that's not going to go away. And I got a lifetime award of disability living allowance that basically paid for like equipment, medication, anything disability related, the car that she needed to get for a
Mm.
ramp and stuff like that. So relatively easy to do. We never kind of thought about the security of it because I'm disabled, and that's quite a privilege in a way because I look different. I'm visibly disabled, so it was never really a question of will I get it because that's just the way it is. And I was naive to. I didn't really have disabled friends that didn't have visible disabilities, so I never thought about it.
Mm.
Um, But I'm majorly summarizing it. But then when who came into power? I think it was Esther McVeigh, who was like the editing gem here to say she was the Minister for Disabled People, whatever you want to call it. She brought in PIP then because she said that people were frauding the system People weren't really disabled, we were wasting money, and we need to clamp down. So that's when all the kind of media was coming out saying that if somebody had a walking stick, they were faking it, this ridiculous. Uh,
Yeah, the narrative hasn't been great, has it?
no, it's just got worse since that has come out. So I think there's two levels to it. It's like, yes, people are like missing out, becoming poor, not able to fend them for themselves because this system has totally changed, and you like intrusive questions are being asked just to be able to get some support. But also they're causing more harm to the disability community
Mm.
because non-disabled people are now suddenly thinking they're armchair experts and medical people saying, well, they're not disabled. Oh, look, they're a fraudster. And
Yeah.
I saw a video of someone walking with a moon boot, and because they weren't using the crutch at that time, they were like, oh, that's where our money's going. And it's like, first of all, how dare you film somebody walking? Second of all, what's it got to do with you? And third of all, well, I don't even know what third of all, but I'm just like, this is where we are at the moment, and this is what it's causing. So, yeah, that's the crux of it. And now they're saying that they're going to clamp down even more, and that's why people are worried because any new claimant is going to have stricter criteria.
Mm.
So anyone that's young with a disability is less likely to get any support. There's so many loopholes that I'll try and put below. But yeah, everyone's really nervous. And instead of taxing the rich, which I think is the answer, they decided to double down and hit the most vulnerable, which is just a shame, isn't it? Well, it's more than a shame. It's disgusting. But
I think
yeah,
it's worth saying as well that the DWP, the Department for Work and Pensions, have actually published data which does not back up what they're doing.
no.
So I can't remember what it is, but it's less than 1% of
Mm,
claims are fraudulent. Like it's not even worth worrying about.
no.
It's so small that it's not a problem.
Yeah.
There are bigger problems and plenty of them. Um, so yeah, I mean the kids award is still a DLA, isn't it? Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
so the kids are still under DLA. But it's also worth saying that this document you have to fill in is like tens of pages long. Like it's a hell of a lot of work.
Mm,
Um, and some of the assessments are you alluded to the fact that you had a plait in your hair and you she complimented you on your plait and that suddenly formed part of the assessment. And it's like there does seem to be, I don't think this is a sweeping statement. I think a lot of people's experience is that you are trying to be caught out.
yeah.
Like you are. So for me, I had a phone appointment,
Mm,
and this was before I was in a wheelchair. I had a phone appointment. I had a whole appointment where I gave answers to everything. And then I got a phone call saying, "Oh, we need to do your appointment again." And I was like, "What?" Like, and they did the whole appointment again with someone else.
oh,
And I did wonder whether that was just to see whether I gave the same answers.
mm, I bet.
Uh, and then I was given a lifetime award, and I feel very grateful for that. I still worry about it because I wonder at what point will that mean nothing?
Mm,
Like, and I did run to my paperwork to see what categories I'd scored what in because it was like it's something now like if you have to score above 4 in one area, whereas before you had to score over so much in all of them combined.
yeah.
And I know it's going to be hard to make a system that is fair because you've got to draw the line somewhere in terms of something, but also, you know, you can have two people with the same condition that have the same impact and won't get the same support.
No.
And I think it's really difficult when you've got so many people waiting for operations, waiting for support from the NHS, waiting for counselling, waiting for the list is endless. And while they're waiting for that, they are disabled. They may not be in the long term, but while they're waiting for that, they are, and they need the interim support, even if they're not somebody who needs the long-term support.
Yeah.
So it sort of feels like people are being punished for a system that's broken and not coping.
Yeah.
Because the first step, really, I mean, how much of the disabled community and non-working community, which I don't put together because some disabled people work, some people don't, etc., etc., but how much of those collective group of people would actually be able to go to work if they were given the proper support that they're waiting for, or if they were given the correct tools, equipment, and support.
Yeah.
And if that infrastructure isn't there, it feels really harsh to then take away the lifeline,
Mm,
because essentially that's what the PIP is, it's the lifeline.
yeah.
I was asked recently what I spend mine on that's disability related, and it's my whole life.
Yeah.
Like,
We're disabled.
yeah, it's like, I can't work. It substitutes my living. It's without it, I'd be stuffed.
Mm,
And, you know, that in itself is a really scary place to be in.
yeah.
And then to know that it's threatened, that's also, you know, and like you say, then you've got the tax dodgers, and it's a really hard place to sit in when you know that you're at risk,
Mm,
but there's people who, you know, losing that 700, 600, whatever people receive a month, losing that to them would be absolutely nothing. But it's life or death to
yeah.
a lot of disabled people. So it's a hard pill to swallow.
It is, and it's like, people will say to me, what do you use it for? And it's like, well, you know, I use this every day,
Yeah,
and this is 25 quid. And they
yeah,
say, well, you've got it now. Well, I need more than one. And God forbid I lose it,
yeah,
then that's 50 quid. And then I need hearing aids. And then I need toilet aids, which is like 30 quid plus. Like, there's a never ending disability shopping list that's always there, as well as ready meals because I've got
yeah.
arthritis and well, I just don't have enough energy to be Jamie Oliver every day. And
Mm.
like it's that ignorance of people just think, well, I'm out spending it on tequila shots every weekend, and it's like I'd love to,
Yeah,
but I'm lucky that I can work a little bit to get some extra money, but that's for extra things that's not disability. In fact, that's my mortgage.
yeah,
So, it's like, in one way, we shouldn't even have to prove, what we're spending stuff on. But I get that, you know, if we're going to be given it, then I don't know, we have to be checked, don't we?
it's like the stats that say, and again, I don't know the exact figures, and I probably should have got this together before, but like the amount that it is proven that it costs for a disabled person to exist, the amount more that they need. This sentence makes no sense,
Yeah,
but
yeah, what you mean, though.
they need X amount more to
Yeah,
live on a monthly basis because that's how much disability costs. The PIP payment does not meet that amount.
no.
Like the PIP
It's a
payment,
£1,000, by the way. I'll put the Scope website
yeah.
up. It's at least £1,000 a
And
month.
it's like it's nowhere near. Like
No,
the PIP payment is nowhere near that.
no.
So we know that that's how much it costs for a disabled person to be disabled.
Yeah,
But you know, the PIP payment doesn't meet that. I mean, a lot of mine is running fans, and I can't regulate my own temperature. So running fans, running heated blankets, running all the things that I need to regulate my temperature and manage my pain. I don't have an option in that. That is like it's dangerous if I'm the wrong temperature. So that has to be managed. You know, we don't have a choice in any of these things. We have to find the money and make it work or go without.
Yeah.
So it's you're not taking away someone's sort of extra spending on a Saturday when they go out in town. Like, that's not what you're taking away. You're taking away someone's basic needs.
Mm. Do you know what made me laugh as well? It's not funny, but sometimes I delve into the comments of like people that just
Oh,
don't get it.
yeah.
And this one man said, anyone can get a job, right? This is what he said. Anyone can get a job. What about a call center? So I'm thinking, right, so do you expect this new disabled call center where all disabled people are going to work because anybody can make a phone call, which one is bullshit. Two, how do you get to the call center? Like, my local train station isn't accessible and I have to go 20 minutes.
Mm.
So, how am I going to do that? Second of all, you're not even thinking about medical conditions. You're just thinking like low physical work.
Yeah.
But to do a job, there's so much more to it, isn't there?
I mean, I would love to know who would employ me having slept for 4 hours today.
Yeah.
And that was having, uh, God forbid, I had my hair washed. How dare I? And I said, oh, I think I'm just going to have to lie for a minute before we dry it. And then slept. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't, and it wasn't like I slept because I fancied a bit of a nap. I fell asleep and I was fast asleep, so much so that when I woke up, the plumber was there doing all the boiler work and I'd got no idea because I was fast asleep. And I live in a small bungalow and he's just trotting around. I'm like, hello. Um, but like we don't have a choice. Like, who wants to employ that?
Yeah.
Like, how could you work around that?
Mm.
How do you make I can't sit in a call center with my fans blaring and all the things I need to, and then, wait a minute, I'm just gonna have a nap under my desk a minute.
Yeah.
And do you not think that's been heavily, assessed whether we can work or not? Has that not been, seriously looked into better than Brian from wherever?
Mm. Well, it's just that a really annoying, um, you know, what's that phrase? Well, it's the thought that, if you don't work, you're not productive. And actually, it's if you're going to be a community that's inclusive, you have to recognize that the 9 to 5 slog is not accessible and
Yeah.
doesn't work for a lot of doesn't work for non-disabled people that can actually do it. Never
No.
mind people that can't do it.
I hear that a lot, and I hear well, I contribute to society, and
Mm,
and sometimes from disabled people that wear it as like a badge of honor, and I'm like, I'm really pleased for you, but I can't change that about myself.
no.
I cannot change the fact that I don't, air quotes, contribute to society. That's just my reality. But what I can, and then I feel like I'm saying, but there was a time where I was working 4 jobs and I did this job and that job and this job and justifying
Mm,
where how I've got to this point. And then I think, but even that doesn't matter. I can't, j- I just can't. So that doesn't mean that I'm worth any less, but that is something that I struggle with because you hear it all the time. And the first question people ask is, oh, what do you do?
mm,
And then you're like, well, I don't. But I survive. Like that is my full-time job.
yeah,
My full-time job is staying alive, surviving, getting through everything, and trying to be the best mum I can while I do it.
yeah,
And like I don't know how to quantify that in a way that you see as worth, because if you're putting worth on the job I do, I don't have one.
no. And you shouldn't have to, be reminded all the time that you feel like you have to justify yourself because it's exhausting anyway, trying to navigate
Mm.
everything. So yeah, I think the government have got a lot to answer for
Yeah.
how disabled people are treated, for sure.
Yeah. absolutely. And I wouldn't want to be them. It is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But the narrative is not correct. The data does not back that up.
Yeah.
And put me and you in office and you know, we'll find that money.
Yeah, I'm sure we bloody will.
I think we know where to look.
What's he called? Jeff Bezos, whatever his name is. Tax him.
Tax a few people.
But yeah,
Maybe.
that's kind of our. There's a lot more to it, and like we say, we're not the experts, but it's a very tricky time, and I just think disabled people just feel like they don't really know where they are. Like I'm supposed to have a lifetime, but now my my PIP ends at some point soon, so I'll be a new claimant again, and will I be worthy of PIP? Who knows? But I'll keep you updated. See how
Yeah.
disabled I think I am in a couple of years' time.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? And
Yeah,
people just think, oh, that won't affect you. You think, no, it might.
yeah.
The reality is it might.
And also it will affect a lot of people. Like
Mm.
like Shirley, the actress from Corrie, saying, like there's so many disabled people to come that aren't disabled yet, and we've got to care just as much about them as well. Like what's going to happen to them when this comes out? And oh yeah,
Global pandemic. Of course, there's more disability.
yeah.
We are growing population. Of course, there's more disability. People are living longer. Of course, there's more disability.
Mm.
But, you know, it doesn't take the brain box of the world to figure out that the number of people that require that PIP is going to grow and it's going to consistently grow. But that's not because more people are thinking, do you know what? Sod this, can't be arsed. That's not the reality. There's justifiable reasons why that's the case. So the infrastructure needs to change.
Do you know what winds me up? This is the last moment I love about it, but Keir Starmer, right? There was a PR. He obviously is panicking and he's trying to get his friendly stories back. And he talked about horribly his brother that died of cancer, awful. But he said he knows what it's like. He's had a brother that's died of cancer, and I'm thinking, and he's like, I know how it is. Well, if you know how it is, if your brother died of cancer, there was a point where he couldn't work.
Mm,
He was in treatment or whatever. So, did you get him back into work? Did
mm,
you force him to go? Or, did you let him rest and recover and
mm.
probably paid his bills for him? Like, how can you know what it's like, but then do that to disabled people?
Yeah. And I think it's easy to sit at the top, isn't it, and pinpoint where the issues are. But if you're not, it's like with the NHS, so many decisions are made so high up that the people who actually know are not having any say in it.
Anyway, any other thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I think I've ranted enough, but yeah, we have simplified that a lot, but
Yeah, we are.
you could be going on about it for years to come, and it's
We
just
probably might as well.
goodbye. We may well. So, what have you got to look forward to this week?
Well, I might be visiting that puppy on Saturday.
Yeah, of course.
If
Oh,
people are listening, I might either be going or I've already been. So, oh my God, I'll keep you severely updated. But yeah, I am so looking forward to that.
so we're not actually looking past that, are we? That's what you're looking forward to, and next week that'll be your highlight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be like, I've seen her and she's adorable and rah, rah." Or I'll be like, yeah, I don't know what the answer could be as to why I do, unless that she's snapped up before I get
Yeah.
someone goes to see her before me. So I'm already calling her as if I already know.
Are you fixed? Because there is a litter. Are you fixed on the one that you are looking at, or do you think you will be swayed if she's gone?
No, I think there's like three girls that I'm that I'm eyeing up, but there's one in particular that has
Yeah.
caught my eye. Because she's kind of chunkier and like chubby, smaller feet.
Yeah.
But I would go with the other ones as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've got one in mind. But no, very happy. As long as it's a girl. I think I want girl energy in my flat. I don't want boy
Yeah.
energy in my flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mine. What are you looking forward to?
I'm going to Happy Place Festival on Saturday, all being well, in
Ooh!
Glen Cotton's Happy Place Festival. So that's exciting. Um, what else have I got? Seeing some family members I've not seen for a while on Friday, and just generally keeping moving towards this house sale.
Yes.
Um,
Have we moved from 10 yet?
Yeah, we're only on 11 though, so that feels okay. But that's because I have slightly delayed it by saying I can't print my own contract to sign it, and can you send it in the post? Because I was like, whoa,
Too much.
yeah, which I can print it, but I was like, I need some time, I need some time, stall, stall.
What you like?
So yeah, they're sending me that in the post to sign, and then it's just exchange contracts and move in. That is it.
Oh, that's not long then.
No, no, I
Hmm.
know.
Ooh!
I know. So it's quite scary. So I am still surrounded by boxes.
Yeah.
I've been to IKEA. I've done a like mooch around IKEA. Found a gorgeous sofa
Mm,
that matches the kitchen.
nice.
So yeah, I really thought my theme was going to be burgundy, and everything I fall in love with is like a bottle green.
That is a good colour though.
It's a really nice colour and
You
it
could
feels
go
really,
with burgundy.
yeah. And it just feels really like calming and like it'll be nice with lots of plants, maybe the fake ones, so I don't have to kill them. But like it'll be nice and it's almost a neutral, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done all of that kind of thing. And then it's just getting in there and getting sorted.
Oh! Oh, look at us both. We're like big, big changes may be happening.
Excited dance.
Ooh! Oh my God, I can have a road trip with my little doggy to come and see you.
When Nearly said the name. Yes, do that.
Let's not say the name because I think that's the name, but you never know, do you, until you meet her.
No, and she might, I mean, we didn't have a name for Teddy at all.
Oh,
Right, because the story of how we got Teddy is very me. Like, I decided on a Sunday morning that I wanted a puppy. I
right.
was driving home with it at 5 o'clock that night.
Yeah, that
Like,
sounds very much like
that's,
me.
that's me. I just want it now.
Yeah,
Um, so much so that like I don't advocate for this at all. Please be prepared if you get a puppy, and please, but I'm like you. I've had dogs in my life. I'm experienced enough to know that like I can handle that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was like we don't have a bed for it. We don't have any like,
Oh God.
and it's Sunday night and everything's closed. Let's try and source that. Um, but yeah, we so T was with his grandparents when we got the pup, and then he came home, and obviously Teddy is quite Teddy-like. He's
Yeah.
fluffy, cuddly toy-like, and he is very cuddly and always has been, even as a puppy. He's loved a cuddle. Um, so T picked him up and just went, "He's my Teddy," and it was like, right, that's it. Like that's his name then.
Oh, that's so cute.
So you might find that, and I had a cat once who again didn't have a name, and it was spinning round and then it went dizzy and it was like stood there all like funny, and I went, oh look, it's gone dizzy, and then it looked up at me and I went, Dizzy? And it was then the cat was named Dizzy because it was
Wow.
named itself.
Oh, maybe that'll happen then.
You have to try it out, but if you decide that that's it, when can you get it?
October. Not October. August. Beginning of August.
That's not long.
It's like, well, less than a month. It's quite
That'd be the longest month of your life.
I know, but also nice that I can like properly prepare,
Yeah.
you know. I don't need long to prepare. I've already prepared in my head. I'm a mother. I'm already a mother already. I can feel it.
Yee.
Anyway, sorry everybody. I've really you know, gone
Well,
in.
I can't wait to catch up next week and find out what the outcome is.
If I get her and then in August I can just have her here and be like, meet name.
Ah, yes, please.
Oh, we have to make sure she's used to your voice and she knows your face because you're gonna be a big part of the life. So
Her and Teddy have to get on.
yes, yeah.
If
How's
they don't,
Teddy with other dogs?
to be honest, mate, couldn't give a shit.
Okay, great.
He really couldn't. He's just like he'll pay a bit of attention, but he's an old boy now. He's 9. He's not. He doesn't really want. He's not bothered.
Well, he's gonna love my little girl. So
Yeah. He used to clean my other dog and like be really attentive to him, but he's just not asked. So I imagine he'll be fine.
woo! Anyway, we're not gonna do questions. We did pick.
Yes.
But if anyone's got any more questions, please let us
Yeah.
know for the next episode.
And like, share, and subscribe.
Woo! Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you.
And listening. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.